I very rarely go on Twitter these days, but sometimes I'll get the itch and I can't help but scratch it. And anytime I do wander into those woods, I don't find Winnie the Pooh with honey. I find chaos. The platform is just this perpetual powder keg that people are desperate to ignite. Even if there's nothing to be angry about, they'll make something up in their head to fight that ghost. They'll put on an imaginary friend to insult and go ballistic over, which is exactly what I saw today over this post from chess.com. They said, accepting new name ideas for this piece, and it's a picture of the bishop. A pretty normal shit post to any sane person who's not condemned to Arkham Asylum. It's engagement bait. It's a meme. I imagine most of you know by now, I'm not a big meme guy. I give most memes a 1 boom out of 5. I'm not a fan of engagement bait. So this isn't my favorite type of post by any means. But I'm also not a Neanderthal, so I'm able to recognize that clearly this is just a quick throwaway, light-hearted meme that was meant to just get people engaged and saying silly names in the comment section. They were expecting people to just leave silly names under there, just real goofy stuff, and have a bit of fun with it. Aha, Bishop, change its name to fallopian tube, change its name to booby, or what about a shit piece, like that kind of thing. And it's a meme they've done before on other pieces like the rook. But oddly enough, the rook has significantly less engagement than the bishop. That's pretty curious. They thought they'd just be getting dumb names. What they got was a catastrophic war zone with meltdowns, crash outs, and bodies piling in the streets all over this engagement bait post, because people perceived it as a political statement trying to erase Christianity from chess. I shit you not, a lot of the top replies to that post are people fighting to keep the bishop name there, thinking that they're serious about changing its name, unable to recognize the very clear, obvious joke that I think even a toddler could pick up on. It's bad. Like, this is like Lord of the Flies, but everyone's piggy getting rocks dumped on them here. It's fucking tragic. Before going to the quote tweets, let's stay on the front lines here in the reply section. A ton of the top comments are basically this: I hate Jews so fucking much, man. Let me guess, you're Jewish. Even online chess is Jewish now. Crazy. And just shit like this over and over and over again. This is like the most common reply to anything on Twitter. If it's something someone doesn't like, you bet your sweet bippy the reply is gonna be like, damn you Jews! I was eating Cheerios this morning and I had one that wasn't a perfect circle. It's the fucking Jews trying to brainwash me again. Man, my cat went to use the litter box but just pissed outside of it. The Jews came in here in the middle of the night, burglarized my cat's bladder, and changed the trajectory of its pee to my floor. Jews, why? So I wasn't surprised to see that these were some of the top posts of the chess.com meme. That's just the Twitter bread and butter right now. That's like the signature special sauce. Fucking heavens to Betsy, yesterday I saw a post about a mother celebrating that her son graduated college, and the top reply just said, Jewish? Question mark. Anyway though, back into the trenches. They are bishops. Take your anti-religious nonsense back to Reddit. Please delete your account. How about we turn everyone who works for your garbage website into ground beef and feed you to Africans? You will never be able to erase our culture and history no matter how much you try. That's a big one that was repeated a lot. We invented chess and now you're trying to make it woke? Get out of here with that gay woke mind virus agenda. Go woke, go broke, checkmate. Tips Fedora. Up dudes to the left, kind stranger. I love that the checkmate was something they said a lot of. I think there was a real sense of accomplishment with that, very proud. First of all, though, we didn't invent chess. That didn't come from us. That came from India. Secondly, no one's making it woke. They're not actually changing the name of the bishop. It's a fucking meme engagement bait post they have also done for other chess pieces. Wake up! How can you be so soft? It's the bishop, you filthy rats. You want to rename the king to Comrade Stalin? Fuck your atheist gay race communism. That's the bishop. Forever will be. Amen, brother. As the bishop, and it's gonna stay that way. Get your gay communists out of here. You want to take all this gay communism somewhere? You take it to the dump. Not on my sacred chessboard. That gay commie shit, that goes in the toilet and I flush it. That's what happens to the gay communism. The deconstruction of the Christian West lost at the ballot box. Fuck you guys, I'll just cancel my account if you try to pull this shit. Go fuck yourself and fire whoever recommended this idea and everyone who greenlit it. Fuck you. It's a bishop, and delete your Twitter account. It's 2025, we're not doing this anymore. Fourth Reich, 1,000 years, is still called a bishop. I know I mentioned we'd go through the quote tweets, but most of them are just kind of like this. The erasure of anything remotely Christian from society needs to stop. And then there's a couple of other quote tweets. There's a couple of other quote tweets that have like tens of thousands of likes, basically using it as a rallying cry, like, they're coming for us, they're trying to defeat us, we can't let them, we have to stand together. That kind of thing, which again, isn't happening. There's no bishop name change coming in here in the chess patch notes. I can't believe we're at this point where that even needs to be said. And then there's a lot of cope from people that are being pointed out like, hey, that's not happening. You look kind of stupid for this kind of blow up over something that is clearly just a joke. They're like, well, it's a bad joke. Yeah, maybe they did it for the rook, but it's a drawn out shtick. They should have known that this is a terrible idea with the rook post. Well, why? The rook post didn't have anything like this on it. It was just clearly a meme. But people go on Twitter with, like, stupid eyes. Like, they go on there with actual caveman brain where everything they see, it has to be an attack on them. Like, how am I going to be a victim today? Holy fuck, chess.com said they're changing the bishop piece. Why, I oughta? I never. It's like, it's craziness. It's actual craziness that we're at this point now, where now, even when they're pointed out, like, hey, this was a joke, you know, it's not that serious, people will still just refuse to accept that and be like, nope, this is a stupid thing. Chess deserves all the backlash they get for daring to try and have a little fun with a stupid meme that they've done before with no issue. They should have known this one would be very contentious. You know, they had to have known this going into it. It was by design. It was once again an attack on me. They knew that. So they deserved the shitstorm they got. Just a fascinating thing to stumble upon here while checking the old cesspool this morning. I do fuck heavy with that statement, comedy is now legal on Twitter. Yeah, I guess so. Though, you run a big risk because even just telling like the lowest level, lowest hanging fruit joke imaginable here about a chess piece turns into a massive controversy on the platform. It's almost poetic. Like, it's tickling poetry with that. Anyway, though, I had to talk about this a bit. It is so fucking over-the-top silly, I could not resist. But yeah, once again, the bishop isn't getting a name change anytime soon. No need to panic. That's about it. See ya.